Hey harvesters, welcome back. So I'm going to do like a story time right about now, okay? Because if you guys are new to my channel, I actually am a licensed cosmetologist. This is my other channel over here, my beauty channel from when I went from beauty school to a booth renter to open up my own salon. Selling hair extensions, making wigs, okay? Raw hair was pretty much my main product. But let's take you back, way back. I have never shared this story, not even on my beauty channel, but how I lost $2,500 purchasing hair from a raw Indian wholesale vendor. Okay. Now, this, if you guys don't know my story, I pretty much started from broke. Okay. I had one foot in my part time job, I was in college full time, and I actually had my own salon too. But I wasn't putting all the work that I needed to put into my salon. And so this is when the time, like after I started putting in work, and I started taking things more seriously. And I already had raw hair. And it was decent, but I don't know if it's just me or if you guys are out there selling hair too, and you may feel this way when you selling hair, because I do get people purchasing my vendor list that already sell hair. But sometimes when you sell hair, you be feeling like, okay, this is good, but can I get something better? Can I find me another vendor? So I was always like on this little journey to keep finding vendors and finding vendors. Can I find something better than what I already had? So I was selling hair, but it wasn't like full blown selling hair. It was like people buying hair here and there, but it wasn't a lot of people. I wasn't making a whole bunch of money selling hair just yet. So I'm looking for better vendors. I'm already broke, right? Literally broke. In order for me to actually make more money so that I can start spending more money for my inventory, because normally back in those days, I would only have like $600, $500 to purchase hair. And I would normally only purchase hair when somebody made an order because I didn't have a lot of money back then. So what I decided to do, and this is an example, I started selling costume jewelry. I was selling earrings, I was selling necklaces, bracelets, rings, you name it. I was selling costume jewelry. And I did really good selling costume jewelry. I even had, back then I had a big cartel website because that was the cheapest website that I can afford at the time. And so what I did was, because I'm a business coach, so I hear a lot of people come to me saying like, I'm broke, I don't have enough money, I'm on a low budget, and complain about starting a business. So what I did to earn money for myself to put towards me growing my business, making sure I got more inventory, was costume jewelry. From all the money that I made up, not all the money, but I was putting some of that money to the side so I could buy a large amount of hair extensions so I could actually have inventory, so that when people started ordering more hair, I wouldn't have to wait until they paid for it for me to order the hair, and then it take longer for me to get the products to them. So I was just taking all of the money that I was getting from selling costume jewelry, and I was putting half of it like in my savings, and then the other half towards a different savings account that was going to go towards me actually purchasing more inventory. So I'm online researching, came across this vendor, and I'm going to actually share the vendor with you guys just in case y'all run across them so you won't purchase hair from them. I can't say how they are running their business right now. I just know what my personal experience is. But before I share them, I had ended up saving up. Once I got to $2,500, I was like, okay, I got $2,500. That was going to purchase me at that time, back in those times, that was going to purchase me a whole bunch of raw hair, okay? And so I'm super excited. I done made it to my goal. Everybody was saying that I wasn't going to be able to do it. People was telling me that I was crazy for thinking I was going to be able to start a business on my own. So I'm super excited. I'm young. I'm still in college. Okay. And being a mom. So I was like, okay, I think I found me another vendor. I'm going to take this chance and purchase hair from this vendor. Now, I did my research. I looked at all of their pictures. If you guys have not seen my video, how to find vendors on Instagram, here's the video right here. Make sure you go check that video out because I give a whole bunch of tips on what you should look for when you're trying to find vendors on your own online. So make sure you guys check out this video right here. I had done my research. I had been stalking their website for like a month or two. I had looked at all of their pictures. I had spoken to them and asked them all the right questions. And so once I wanted to put in my order, they were saying they wanted me to pay through Western Union. Now, back then, nobody was talking about not sending money through Western Union. I remember I got on my beauty channel told people like, don't ever send money through Western Union if you're going to be purchasing hair extensions, right? So anyway, back then that type of information was not out anywhere. Nobody was talking about sending money through Western Union. And plus, I was part of this um hair community called BHM, Black Hair Media or something. You guys can look that, because that forum is still up and running. But back in those days, everybody was sending money through Western Union, and we was all like going into groups to purchase hair from a vendor, because they only took wholesale. You couldn't buy like 3 bundles and stuff at a time. You got to buy at least 10 bundles. So we would all be like in a group and put our money together, and one person would buy the hair, and then we all would get the bundle. So it was kind of normal back then to send your money to vendors through Western Union. So he allowed for me to do a couple of bundles. The hair was so good. Okay, I was like, yeah, I'm excited. He got me, right? He got me with the 3 bundles that he sent me, and it was really, really, really good hair. It was better than what I already had. And so I did send him that money through Western Union, but it was only for 3 bundles. So I didn't really feel like I would be missing out on anything when I sent that small amount of money. So now I'm ready. I'm like, okay, I want to put in an order for this amount of money. It came up to a little bit over $2,500. And so I sent him the money through Western Union. Y'all, after I sent this man this money, I say, like, he contacted me through email and said, I got your payment. We're going to start working on your order tomorrow when we get back to work, because, you know, they in a different time zone. And so I'm like, okay, I'm so excited. Like, oh, I can't wait to sell this hair. Everybody's going to love it. It's so good, because I already seen the 3 bundles that he sent me. And so 5 days went by. I didn't hear anything from him. So I'm sending him emails like, hey, I'm just trying to find out what's going on with my order. I haven't heard anything from you. It's being pretty much at that point like almost a week, like going on a week, right? And he was like, oh no, we had problems and something happened with his uncle and his aunt died. And then I'm like, okay, well, how long do you think it's going to take? And he's like, give me like 3 or 4 more days. So I wait 3, 4 more days, don't hear anything from this man. So next time I contact him, he's like, oh, we had a tsunami and all of this other kind of stuff, talking about a tornado, just giving me all type of excuses of why he still have not sent out my order. So now I'm getting nervous, because $2,500, I didn't even have $2,500 like that to even spend. I was just going off the base of, I felt like at this point I could trust him, but that's how they get you sometimes, right? And I'm gonna show y'all exactly who this vendor is. I'm gonna do like a screen record. And so anyway, it ended up being, he had so many excuses. 2 weeks went by, 3 weeks went by. I pretty much chopped it up like, okay, he playing games. I done sent the money through Western Union, and you know, if you send money through Western Union, you cannot get that money back. It's gone, point blank, period. So if y'all are online and you're looking for vendors, one thing you should never do is send them money through Western Union, MoneyGram. If they can't use PayPal or something like that for you to send them some money, don't send them any money. Because I even researched this company to see if they're still doing the same thing. They still have the same exact business name, the same pictures, and they're still doing the same thing. And it's literally 2021. This happened back in, I opened my first salon in 2010. This happened back in like either 2011 or 2012. And so of course I cried. I'm about to show y'all the vendor, but I'm gonna tell y'all how God showed up, right? And changed the whole game for me. Because I kept praying like, I want to find a better vendor, and Lord, send me somebody, blah blah blah. I end up losing money, but that's cool, because I got to save, right? So this company is called Adorable Hair Suppliers. So if you see them, I don't know how they say that they've been in business for 25 years. They must have been scamming for 25 years. I don't know. But this is the same exact website. A couple of the pictures and stuff have changed, but the actual, you see like their logo that was right here. The logo is still the same. The name is still the same. Everything. Oh, no. It actually says Real IndianHair.com. That's the address now. But right here, you see it says Adorable Hair Suppliers. But now they did change the DNS or the website address to RealIndianHair.com. But anyway, this is the supplier. And you see they got pictures, so it make you feel like, oh, it's a real vendor. We can see them cutting hair. If they are cutting hair, girl, they not sending you no hair. They just taking people money. And so everything looked good. I always talk about pictures. Like when you look at pictures, make sure you look at make sure that it looks like it's actually that company's pictures and it's not like they're stealing it from other people. So even their pictures look legit, everything look legit. Like everything people tell you what to look for when you purchasing hair from a vendor overseas, they literally check off everything on their list. The only thing they don't check off is asking you to send your money or your payment through Western Union. So I kind of feel comfortable because if you go to um if you go to Google, I think if you go to Google, let me type this in real quick. Okay, so if you go on Google and you be thinking like, oh, okay, they real legit, right? Because it says adorable hair suppliers, raw hair vendor, Temple Hair Factory, wholesale Indian hair. And then you see right here, it says 99 Google reviews, 4.5. So that automatically make you feel like, oh, okay, they must be really, really good suppliers. Not only that, but you got a whole bunch of people on YouTube that have done reviews for this vendor as well. So like I said, I don't know if they're still doing the same thing now, but this is still the same exact company. Only thing they changed was the website address. So this 99 Google reviews, this says 2 months ago, love this hair company. I was very impressed with the entire process. Now, this I don't know if this is actually people or if they just got their friends and family members that's doing these reviews. I really don't know. So this is what I want to show y'all, right? Okay. So this says, I started a hair business not too long ago and was on the lookout for a good, reliable, trustworthy hair supplier. When I came across Alfonso, who is supposedly, let me show y'all that this is actually, it says adorableHairSuppliers.com. And as you guys can see, if we go back here, it's called Adorable Hair Suppliers. The only thing they changed is the website name is now called Real Indian Hair. And they probably changed that because they probably got a whole bunch of bad reviews, right? Since years, literally years. Now I did my homework, but it was incomplete because I failed to check reviews on this company before purchasing. Big mistake. Anyway, we discussed pricing. He gave me a price and asked if I could send the money via Western Union. I was a little skeptical, just like me, literally over a decade ago. Was it over a decade? 2011? Yeah, pretty much. It's been a decade. But I figured since he was Indian, that's the only payment option available. Anyway, after payment was received in the amount of 1,500, Alfonso told me that my hair would be shipped the next day. Same thing they told me. Um, the next day, 3 days goes by, but still no tracking number. So I contacted him via WhatsApp. When he told me his mother died, girl, same exact story, okay? Still doing the same thing. And that he will be shipping the following Monday. Well, Monday goes by, still no tracking number. Now I'm pissed because it's been 3 weeks now. I knew I was getting scammed because every week he had a new excuse as to why he can't send me my hair. Told me to be patient. Just help giving me the runaround, kept giving me the runaround. More of the story: Adorable Hair Supply is a fraud. They have no Facebook, no Instagram, no social networking is available because they are frauds. They use fake pictures, the website fake. Do not trust them. Okay? And this is not the only one. February 27th. And this was March 2020. AdorableHairSuppliers.com. Like I said, they changed it to RealIndianHair.com to buy some raw Indian hair for my hair extension line. Before I ordered, I tried to research this business and check some reviews. I looked on YouTube and discovered 2 young black girls talking highly of the hair and how fast the shipping took. So that was a plus. I then contacted their email and they were telling me how good their hair was. Sent me pictures and a price list. He told me his name was Silva Kumar. He was responding to my emails fast paced, so I was thinking, okay, they have great customer service. Anyway, now I sent him 1,000 by Western Union. He calls me from the number that's on the website to tell me he reviewed my funds and he'll be shipping it soon. Next day I emailed him. He said he apologized. Can I give him some time as his mom died? Again, I instantly knew I got scammed. Next email, Silva didn't reply. It was someone named Hasina, and she's telling me I need to send more money. At this point, I knew it was official. I've been scammed. Okay, so they're still doing the same exact thing to everybody. Same exact thing happened to me. This was just last year, and he used the same excuse about his mom dying. That man is a scam. Took $3,000 from me and had no intention of sending me anything. So moral of the story is definitely do not send nobody any money. Affordable hair suppliers. This is what their website look like. Because they might change the website domain, but they're not changing their website. This is the same exact website from literally 10 years ago. Literally. literally 10 years ago. But let me tell y'all how. Oh, let me click on it because the girl said you can't find them on Instagram. So they have their social media. Look what comes up when you check their Facebook page. Indian hair vendor, Indian hair vendors. That's what comes up. They don't even have a real Facebook page. Same website, different web address. But let me tell you, and this is why I have my video on my channel that talks about praying over your business. When you start a business, make sure you include prayer as well. This same exact year, another vendor actually contacted me to pretty much do like what we call a cold call when you're trying to get new people to purchase from your business or to do business with you. A vendor or a manufacturing company actually called my phone, my business phone, and was like, you know, we want to do business with you. We're looking for new customers and clients. And I'm already skeptical. Like, first of all, no, I done lost $2,500 to an Indian vendor. Like, I'm just not doing it. Even though I already had Indian vendor suppliers at the time, I wasn't feeling somebody calling me. That same year, this person was so convinced, like, I see what you're doing, I believe in you, and we're just looking for new customers. If you let us allow for us to do business with you, I will show and prove to you that you could trust us, right? And so I'm still like, no, I'm fine, I don't need any more vendors, I'm just gonna stick to what I have. This vendor was like, well, I'm gonna send you the hair and you could just pay me when you sell it. Like, I trust in you, I trust you. Why they trust me, I don't know, because they didn't have to trust me. But they was like, I trust you enough that I'm gonna send you $2,000 worth of hair, and you could just pay me when you sell it. This company literally sent me $2,000 worth of hair. Now, it wasn't a $2,500 that I lost, but I didn't have to pay for this hair, and it was the best hair that I ever sold. Being a hairstylist, selling raw hair extensions, they ended up being one of my top vendors like the whole time that I was in business. I never had an issue with them. I never had any type of customer service problems. They always worked overtime and extra for my business when it came to doing like purchasing and buying hair. Literally almost like family to me. I knew the whole family, the kids, everything. So the moral of the story is make sure you do your research when you purchasing hair from wholesale vendors online. Make sure you are not sending them money through MoneyGram, through Western Union, or anything like that. If you can't pay through something like PayPal that's going to guarantee that you're going to be able to get your money back, don't send them any money. So, yep, this is my story of the beginning of me being an entrepreneur, not knowing any better, and literally losing $2,500. Let me know what you think. Have you made any mistakes as far as you starting your own hair company? If you have any business questions as far as starting your own hair company, make sure you put those down below, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Don't be like me. Don't be like me. Make better choices, okay? Take your time and don't be in a rush, and definitely pray over your business.